Hi, brothers and sisters at POS. I'm here to share my testimony with you all and pray that it blesses someone. So my life before coming to Christ, I was brought up in a Mormon church, moving to Sydney in 2000. I had my foot in the church, foot in the world, try to get right with God, and eventually being excommunicated from the church. So I felt like I wasn't good enough, worthy enough. So eventually I went into the world, a life of partying, drugs, alcohol, and everything else that came with it. This went on for many, many years, had no direction. Felt like I was just living for the weekend. Eventually I would take up boxing to really, change my lifestyle. Thought that would really help. And one time I used to love Muhammad Ali, and I had a framed picture upon this wall. And I knew God was always there. And about 3 a.m. in the morning, this thing came smashing down, had it on a hinge, and I woke up. I thought someone broke into the house, but no one did. But a conviction came over me, a still small voice, and God was just saying, stop worshiping this man, stop worshiping this man. Eventually I didn't listen, so I continued on boxing, and then one day eventually ended up blind in one eye. And so from then on, I started, my speech was starting to come back to front. I started getting spasms in my hands, and this was just getting worse as it progressed. So I was off work for a few months, and for the first time in my life, I cried out to God in my hospital bed, and I said, Lord, I don't care about this left eye no more. But let me just have this right eye that I can look after my daughter, who was only 9 months at the time. And I cried myself to bed that night. And I remember, the next morning I woke up and I was healed. I was healed by the grace of God. And, tears of joy just flowing down my face the next morning, couldn't believe it. And so I remembered, now that God, you had healed me. I remember saying to this to him, now that you've healed me, please show me a church, show me a church. I didn't want to look for a church. I wanted God to show himself to help me. So I prayed for a church, and about a month went by, nothing, but eventually running into one of my brothers at church, Brother Matt Cogan. And my spirit was so convicted to this brother. So we began chatting, and eventually he asked, can I pray for you? And I said, yeah, that'll be great, man. And right there at work at the end of the shift, all the boys coming down, my brother Matt lays his hands on me, prays for me. And everything was happening so fast. Eventually that following weekend, I would come into the church of POS, and, just the ushers at the door, which made me feel so welcome, and just sitting down and didn't know anyone, but tears of joy just flowing down my face, the worship music playing in the background. And I couldn't, it was just like, God was just saying, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. And it was such a moment in my life where I really needed God, and so thankful, and who followed was my wife, and my daughters eventually followed. So thank God that, he's brought me out of darkness into the light, being so long in the darkness, and just everything happening so fast. So I'd just like to encourage you, continue to, seek the Lord every single day. I'll just leave this verse with you that really sticks on my heart and always stays with me. Just acknowledging him every single day of our life. Go before me, Lord, and he will direct our path. Is Proverbs 3:5-6, and it reads, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. So God bless POS family, and have a blessed day. Thank you.